My project concerns the sustainability of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures and their integral languages. I will be speaking about the threats to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures and languages, specifically in terms of cultural dominance and entrenched racism. We need to educate Indigenous and non-Indigenous students to establish and maintain awareness that ensues cultural understanding and compassion. Since pre-colonisation, 105 culturally integral languages have been lost due to racism, colonisation, the stolen generation, and racist laws such as the White Australia policy in 1901. The entrenched racism in Australia can be attributed to centuries of oppression, belief of white superiority, massacres, the introduction of foreign diseases, social constructs, ignorance, and racially discriminatory policies. Entrenched racism in our contemporary society results in racial profiling, racial assumptions, systemic racism, identity issues, shame, incarceration, deaths in custody and recidivism, and a lack of representation, whether it be in Parliament or on television. Whilst researching this project, I have learned that racism is evident in almost all aspects of society. The sustainability of Indigenous cultures is reliant on the whole community, and reconciliation and progressive change is a gradual process, not just a single step. It is easy for the majority to plead that ignorance is bliss, but my research positions people to care. We should care so that we can take advantage of Australia's rich cultural diversity, acknowledge advanced Aboriginal knowledges, and because everybody deserves equality and justice, people should care so that society can change. Bruce Pascoe's Dark Emu discusses Aboriginal knowledges before Australia's invasion, particularly in terms of agricultural practices. Novels such as this encourage people to recognise and place value on Indigenous knowledges. The tragic death of 22-year-old Indigenous woman Miss Dew is one example of Australia's shameful deaths in custody. Police officers and medical professionals wrongly assumed her infected broken rib as a symptom of drug withdrawal. As a result, Miss Dew died in a prison cell after being refused help. People need to care so that less people are killed in police custody. The call to action for this project is 1. Being an ally, 2. Pushing for accountability, 3. Challenging damaging stereotypes, 4. Educating yourself and others, and 5. Understanding the complexity of cultural sustainability. Being an ally to the Indigenous community involves simple steps. If you hear a racist or offensive comment, stand up and say something. Keep yourself educated and updated, be open-minded and progressive, listen to Indigenous opinions and perspectives, and advocate for Indigenous representation. We should hold politicians and authorities accountable to their promises, such as recommendations in royal commissions, communicate and spread awareness of injustices, and join peaceful protests to drive political change. Challenging stereotypes is another call to action, and we can do this by questioning people's opinions, educating ourselves, and choosing to change racist stereotypes. We can stay educated through reading reliable websites and listening to more Aboriginal perspectives. Moreover, we can stay educated by allowing others to educate us. Understanding the complexity of Indigenous cultural sustainability means recognising that these cultures are not homogenous, the issues are not easily solved, and acknowledging the importance of cultural sensitivity is essential. The main conclusion of my project is that the sustainability of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures is a collective struggle and a collective responsibility of the Australian people. Sustainability will be strengthened through the condemnation of racism.